All right, and we have the ready up from both teams. So we will be starting here in just a second. We'll check in on the team pages. Over on Team 1 for Winter Solstice, we have Aspect, Theory Tropic, Raccoona, who is coming in as a sub to be able, because we had somebody not be able to make it today. Ty Munster at main tank, filling in for Crazy Cat, Silver Star at support, and Red Ot over on off tank. Over on this side of Bambi Brigade, we have Walrus, Gold Groudon, Monka S, Vespavok, Furret, and Justin Spart. I pulled their roles from a former stream, so I'm guessing on those. Hopefully we got them right. For our map pool today, we will be starting off at Temple of Anubis and have a guaranteed map on Junkertown for the second map. If the score does go to 1-1, we will see Nepal.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
So we are opening it up on Temple of Anubis here shortly. The teams are being selected. I believe that it's going to be this way around, but that is a guess for now.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
So Winter Solstice is currently 3-0, as well as Bambi Brigade is also 3-0. So we have a battle of the undefeateds this week. One team will remain undefeated while the other one goes home with a loss. And because this is being casted over on Magnum Phoenix's channel, I will be doing team-only specking, so we're not going to see any of Bambi Brigade, but we'll take a look at everything that we've got. And anybody that's watching right now, I would encourage you to go over to Magnum Phoenix's page and cheer on Winter Solstice, and check this one out whenever the stream is over. We'd like to get that support in our chat. And Aspect gets the early pickoff onto Monka S, the headshot onto the Junkrat to open it up, and misses the Widow while Monka S gets rezzed, and Tie Monster goes down. Some intense Widow battles going on here. Raccoona trying to annoy them and poke around from the outside, possibly get in on that Widow and help Aspect out. Widow has repositioned. And it looks like Solstice is setting up for a dive. They just need to commit it, and Raccoona goes in and gets the Widowmaker. And the Diva goes out of mech, and the dive commences with more picks falling through. Aspect taking out Marka S, and things seem to be rolling in Solstice's way right now.
I'm just getting warmed up. Suiting up.
A slow initiation, but a one first fight for Solstice.
I'm on fire.
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
I'm also gonna have, and Aspect gets a pick in off Furret, but Tie Monster goes down, and with the Nano Blade coming out, gets the Brig. Zarya is halfway down. I'm not sure that the spawn advantage is going to allow for Solstice to retake this though. Going in here trying to farm up some Dragon Blade, but goes down trying to get that ult. The rest of Solstice backing up. And Silver Star goes down on a very late pick. So with still almost 6 minutes in the time bank from their very good first run, Solstice is set up pretty good. I can't look, okay, I can look at ult charges. So they do have the Diva Bomb and Trans coming up. So off of the dive and in on the goats now to try and take the fight in this left corner. And the goats comps collide in the dark room. The deep bomb going over and gets 3 on Reinhardt, Brig, and Zarya. And it looks like Aspect is cleaning stuff up, and Theory Tropic manages to demech Justin Spartan. And these capture percentages are ticking up. Will Bambi Brigade be able to get out and recontest? They cannot. Reinhardt almost got there, but it looks like he got body blocked. So Winter Solstice takes the first round.
2-0. Switching sides.
And I'm not sure we even saw many ults out of Bambi Brigade outside of seeing, I believe, a Transcendence. I don't remember seeing anything else. There was a very, very late Graviton Surge. And while we're between maps and waiting on stuff to commence, just a reminder that this is being casted by UGC, by the casting duo Magnum Phoenix and Benny Buckeye. And so they are over on Magnum Phoenix's channel, twitch.tv/Magnum_Phoenix. They do a great job casting, and that's where all the action is. So if you want to head over to Magnum's Twitch and cheer on Winter Solstice, we would encourage you to do so.
Probably that's the moment, though.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, game face on.
Hello. Sally.
I've got you.
Doesn't look like Solstice is doing much scouting like they normally do.
Please move behind the barrier. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. Please move behind.
So Aspect unable to get the opening pick off. Repositioning back to the more typical Widow spot. And almost got a pick in on the Sombra. And Bambi Brigade goes ahead and backs up. They looked like they were out on a dive, and the way they were moving looked like they were going back to spawn for a swap, but they are still here. Aspecting a pick off while Time Monster takes off the monkey bubble. And they are cleaning up the end of that fight. Aspect getting some good cheeky ult charge. Will he get the Ana in spawn? The Genji did deflect. He is holding them in spawn with those Widow sights. He did find the Sombra, but shoots to no avail. There is a duel with Redot and the Sombra up here. Redot almost demeched and gets saved by Aspect getting the pick. Bambi Brigade now one man down, with the Bastion ult starting to get a couple more picks. It is taking them a while to get going. And Silver Star manages to find the Sombra just by randomly shooting, and she happened to walk into it. Bambi Brigade taking their time, still up in this top left area, I believe. This is one of the times I wish I was on Spec All so I could go see what they were doing in there, but I currently have no idea. They were waiting for the EMP, and here comes the self-destruct, and it picks up 2 with Munkus dashing through. And Justin Spartan picking up the pick on the Orisa, and everybody diving in onto the Widowmaker, and that looks like it's going to be it for Winter Solstice.
Get behind me.
Winter Solstice looks like they're swapping over to the goats to be able to take these close range fights, giving up the high bunker potential because of the lack of high ground and easy access to the bunker. Smart move. So Bambi Brigade coming in with a Nano Blade. And he gets stunned. And there come 3 kills inside of Bambi Brigade. And Solstice is already going to be into stall mode. We'll have to see how long Winter Solstice can hold out. They do already have the time advantage because of their strong first point hold. D.Va getting low. If they can get a pick off, this can be huge. D.Va out of mech. And Aspect getting the Ana. That can be huge. Can he continue picking up kills?
I need healing.
This is gonna make you feel better.
Apagando las luces.
And he manages to avoid the EMP. He's farming up on the monkey. And gets... Redout gets the pick in on Sombra. I was looking for the Genji Blade, but couldn't manage to find it because it was on a team that I couldn't spectate. Continuing with the stalls, everybody's favorite stall with 2 CP. Redout managing to have some solid healing, and the second D.Va bomb of the point comes out from Bambi Brigade. And it's looking like Solstice is just about over with their stalls. I'm looking for more people, can't find them, and that is it.
Complete.
So Winter Solstice with the better time because of their strong first point hold with that bunker that they are known for.
2-2.
I'll be watching over you. Hola.
Let's shoot for a new high score.
Hey. Damage boost engaged. Beacon in place.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Think you can keep up with me?
Healing stream engaged. I'm here.
So we are coming in on the start of extra rounds with about 10 seconds left. Winter Solstice with a little bit over a minute of extra time, rolling out on the bunker comp that they were successful on last time.
Defend objective A.
So this time, instead of the Widow, Aspect is in on the Sombra, going to be looking for a hack as they come through and take away some of that mobility so that Bastion can get more shots in. Being nice and patient, Bambi Brigade looks like they are planning, and Aspect is waiting for that plan. And here they come. He gets the hack in on somebody, couldn't quite tell who, and the Winston goes down, courtesy of the Bastion. Genji already at half health, and everybody is backing out and leaving.
You should be at peak performance level.
Redout scanning for the Sombra, taking a look, trying to find her.
Stop now.
So we'll take a look in on our own Sombra, who is hacking that health pack so that Bambi Brigade can't be getting any healing during their move. Scare the Sombra off point, and down goes the Winston again, and they're running dive into that right room. Oh, and the Ana goes down. Aspect wreaking havoc on this Sombra. Being just annoying enough to keep them stalled out. He's got his telelocator up, translocator, so he is free to get out whenever he needs to, and does almost have that EMP up. When the EMP does come up, it looks like they will be coming up on the Bastion ult as well, so we may see a combo there, or they may just try and save that for the bomb so that they can do an EMP bomb combo and let the Bastion. So can he counter with another EMP? He does, and he gets, looks like 4 of them from what I can tell. But 2 go down on the side of Winter Solstice, with picks coming back. And Silver Star fragging out on the Baptiste. And the Sombra on the side of Bambi Brigade going down, and Winter Solstice looks like they're going to hold. They get the hack in on D.Va, and this should be a brutal stack. Yep. They are going to leave her there. So another strong bunker hold coming out of Winter Solstice right now. And that was even the EMP coming out of Bambi Brigade. So they are staying on it despite using those ults. I believe they do have a Nano Blade coming up here, and an early pick in on the Ana again. Courtesy of the Bastion damage plus the Sombra.
My ultimate is charged.
Those early picks are devastating in time. Oh, and the Nano Blade gets absolutely demolished thanks to the Bastion going through the amplification matrix of the Baptiste. That was a lot of damage. And even the Primal Monkey going down. And with the D.Va popping out of mech right about now, this push looks to be about over for Bambi Brigade. But they are in Sol territory. They need to get to the point in the next 5 seconds. Are they going to be able to touch? Lucio and D.Va do get on just in time for the Bastion roll. The Sound Barrier comes out to counter, and the EMP to try and build onto it. 2 of Winter Solstice goes down, now 3. It's looking like Bambi may make a last push on the second point. So this is not over for Bambi Brigade yet. And Winter Solstice back onto the goats. They need one good hold here, and Bambi Brigade has already invested all of their ults. I saw a Nano Blade, EMP, Sound Barrier, and a D.Va Bomb. And so really the only thing they have coming into this is frankly nothing. They swap over to goats because of their ult disadvantage, and the EMP comes out. This may be it. With 2 down, this is going to be a fast fight win for Winter Solstice, and will likely keep them from contesting point. Big brain plays coming out to get the EMP out in the open and not even letting them get to point. No chance to get there.
Round 3 complete. Score 2-3. Switching sides.
Some fun chatting coming over from the side of Winter Solstice, with Finnanen giving his fun Solstice fact of we actually had to make a special chair for Aspect just to contain his massive brain.
Game on. Ready, player 1.
Let's hustle.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
I'm going to own all these noobs.
Hola. Hey.
So Winter Solstice coming back out on the dive comp again,
3.
wanting to get easy access onto that high ground.
Attack commencing.
Ahorita regreso. ¿Qué tal?
And Aspect almost going down. Aspect did manage to get through the corner, is over on the side with the Genji now, getting ready to try and get a hack in on the Bastion.
Enemy killed.
And no hack to be had.
Be quick about it.
So Winter Solstice, unable to get to the hack in on the Bastion, has decided to stage on the top right and likely drop down to the drop off the high ground here, or wait for another hack from Aspect, hoping to connect this time and then diving onto the point. Aspect telelocating out again. Bambi Brigade is doing a fantastic job of protecting their Bastion and not allowing him to get hacked for Winter to dive onto. But if Red Dot can touch the point, then they may have to come. And here comes the Diva to stall the point. Aspect 1v1ing a Torb. And nothing while Time Monster goes down, courtesy of the Orisa. However, Aspect does now have that EMP. So it doesn't look like Winter Solstice is able to get a tick. But Aspect does now have the EMP once Winter Solstice stabilizes and gets ready to dive.
Enemy turret here. See you later. Ahorita regreso.
And here comes the EMP. Picks up the Batiste. He was hiding. And a 3-man bomb. But a couple picks coming in on the side of Winter Solstice, so with spawn advantage, they may be able to make something happen here, depending on how fast they can regroup. But that bomb did a fantastic job of cleaning up that EMP. Winter Solstice is coming up on 3 more ults after Bambi Brigade used their Diva Bomb and their molten core. We are currently looking at a 15-minute game of Control. The bomb not able to pick anything up thanks to the Immortality field, but Theory Tropic does find the pick onto the Bastion. Picks going both ways still, but currently in the favor of Bambi Brigade.
My EMP is charging.
So looks like Winter Solstice getting out to set up one more. They need to make something happen because Bambi Brigade is making this very strong hold. The Diva does get hacked, but Aspect goes down because of the turret. I think a lot of that got eaten. Nope, there it is. And Winter Solstice getting cleaned up yet again. They do have the Nano Blade coming up, so a Nano Blade plus an EMP may be enough to clean up this first fight and at least get them into draw territory. But right now, Bambi Brigade is putting together a fantastic hold.
Always
Let's see if we can get a look in on this EMP plus the Genji Blade. Looks like they're 1 click away, so I should be able to go from the EMP straight to the Nano Blade. 98% on the EMP. This is Winter Solstice's last good chance to take this point. And here comes the EMP. There's the EMP, and here comes the Nano Blade. The blade without the Nano. The Nano comes in late. Can they capitalize on it? They cannot. There are 2 men down. This may be doomed for Winter Solstice. That might just do it.
10 seconds remaining.
With only a Diva Bomb left, this is where Bambi Brigade managed to step up and take the point themselves. Will Winter Solstice be able to do the same? There are picks going both directions, and they do get to the point. It is getting really, really close. Now 2 picks in favor of Bambi Brigade, and overtime ticking down. Short turret going down. Next, the Immortality field. Can Aspect pick up? He cannot, and now it is up to Time Monster to be on the last legs. Another blade coming out of Fortuna. Gets the Bastion, and gets the Baptiste, but not enough for Winter to be able to get back. So a good hold from Bambi Brigade, despite the massive time bank from Winter Solstice, is enough to get them the first map.
Play of the game.
Nerf this!
not only was that the play of the game, but that was likely the actual play of the game, because that is what saved them that point from the EMP. So after that first map, if Winter Solstice would like to win, they do need a reverse sweep because this is only a best of 3. So in our map pool, we are now moving on to Junkertown after Bambi Brigade takes Temple of Anubis 3-2.
Welcome to Junkertown.
I think we win.
Statistically speaking, I usually put most of my team back alive. Who's counting?
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Why am I here?
So moving on to Junkertown, where Bambi Brigade has a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 contest with Winter Solstice.
Five, four, three.
And 33 viewers over on the side of Magnum Phoenix. This is a highly watched game, highly anticipated too.
Escort
So Winter Solstice trying to set up bunker comp. Bambi Brigade guessing about it and trying to hold outside the door, but because Winter Solstice went to the right side, they're having a hard time trying to get in on them without having their tank burned down. Monka S and Vespac do go down, courtesy of Aspect and Silver Star. And with Walrus going down, plus Gold Groudon and Aspect having the close spawn, this is a decisive winter victory.
Damage increase.
Now Red Out going up to scout and see what they're swapping to. It appears they are going over to a Sombra Floats, or a Sombra Dotes, if that's what you prefer to call it. Red Out getting some good early work in, although Aspect is getting caught out and goes down early. Will the Bastion be able to make up for the difference? And it does pick up the Diva. Sombra not quite being able to get the hack off. Aspect getting rezzed, and the Monkey going down. And that is a lot of damage, but not enough to be able to save his life. It's appearing that the rest of Winter is being able to clean up, though, and getting the baby Diva before she gets back into mech. That was big. And the first point flips over to the side of Winter Solstice with 5 minutes left in the time.
Only place for Omnix and Junkertown is on the scrappy. Consider yourself warned.
going down with the Brig going down next. And so the Sombra may not be able to do a whole lot to find the favorite team. So Winter Solstice with an abundance of ults because of being able to win the comp fight with this Bastion. And the EMP comes out with the Valkyrie, and the bomb goes out, and the bomb gets through a huge bomb from Red Hot. And good job of Winter Solstice being able to only use 2 ultimates and be able to completely counter that EMP, which is normally a death sentence for a bunker comp. Huge plays on the side of Red Hot, staying out of that EMP. And getting some free ult charge back for Theory, too. And the Dragon comes out, flying through, and picks up nothing, but they do have the Brig isolated, and she is down. Winter Solstice absolutely steamrolling through on this pirate ship comp, which is quite a specialty of the pirate ship. Silver Star working to keep up the Bastion, the Diva Bomb coming in, the Immortality Field goes up, and the Diva Bomb doesn't get anybody. Transcendence and picks going either way. It is still a 5-5 fight, and the ult comes out from Silver Star, burning down that Diva. And the picks are starting to come in on the side of Bambi Brigade. It seems they have finally dislodged this pirate ship on the side of Winter Solstice.
My ultimate is charging.
Brigade at your service.
Greetings.
New objective. Get the payload moving.
Together, we are strong.
And so Solstice looking like they're swapping over to the goats. However, Bambi Brigade still hanging on to this high ground. Trying to punish the monkey when he drops, but gets nothing. He does safely get back up the high ground, but Winter Solstice still pushing this point. Bambi Brigade holds the high ground advantage, but that's not where the payload is. Followed by Red Hot Theory dropping and tie, and that is going to do it for that part of Winter Solstice's push. So both sides likely with a bunch of ults coming up. We saw
Show them.
Nothing's gonna stop.
we saw a sound barrier when Bambi Brigade dropped, but that was really about it. Winter Solstice likely coming in for another dry push here to try and get their ults up and force Bambi to use some of their own. Getting more payload distance thanks to Bambi Brigade holding the high ground where they have a positional advantage, but not the payload advantage. And a big bomb coming out. That was an EMP and a Diva bomb. So that was the dry push that Winter Solstice was looking for. The question is, did they build up their own ults in the process? And it looks like Time Monster has, and Red Hot has. So will a Shatter and a bomb be enough? Bambi Brigade working on trying to use only 1 or 2 ults at a time to be able to keep their ult advantage. And doing a good job of doing it. Winter Solstice will likely have ults at the end of this fight. So it'll be interesting to see if they go for one more dry push or if they try and commit the Shatter Bomb. And the monkey dropped, and the monkey is down. That's a pick on the side of Winter Solstice. They invested the Shatter for it. Red Hot trying to do a good job of contesting that high ground. The fire strike comes in and comes up empty. Sombra trying to... and the grab keeps them on the high ground. They need to kill the monkey right now while this team cannot help. Bambi Brigade is going to be forced to come to point. They have to give up the high ground advantage. Theory Tropic does go down on the Primal Rage. And Time Monster down, but with another Shatter. And Winter Solstice has inched it ever closer to the end of the point. With a minute left, likely 1 to 2 good pushes left. And some ults coming online. because of the stagger, they're down in the 60-second mark. They likely have one good push left, followed by another desperation push if they do not finish out the map. Raccoon needs to be careful not to get picked off, or they'll only have one fight period. And Aspect goes down. And Hack's coming through. Winter Solstice needs to get out of this, so they're going to be stuck in 1 to no fight territory now that we're nearing the 30-second mark. And the Hack coming in on somebody. I missed on who. And the Shatter goes down on the Sombra, who does not get picked up. Winter Solstice trying to get out to try and salvage anything, but even with 1 minute and 15 left, they have not managed to put together a push because of some early picks.
Don't give up. We can still win this. Payload stall.
Aspect trying to get in to touch the point. He looks like he is going to make it. Needs to uncloak. He makes it. Hacks Lucio. He cannot have the sound barrier. Can the rest of everybody make it in? It looks like they can, but are going to get picked off while they come in. So Winter Solstice using the pirate ship to get them very, very far through the map, but once getting dislodged, is not going to be able to manage to retake the point. They did manage to push it close to the end, but they do need to stop Bambi Brigade from completing the map in order to continue on.
Switching sides.
I'm ready to win.
Executing pre-combat routines. Optimizing strategy. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Think you can keep up with me? Shout, rushed up.
Apologies, Winter Solstice had not won that map. I had accidentally marked it as completed when I was trying to switch through the scenes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Routing power, forward barrier.
Stop the payload.
So Winter Solstice coming out with their strong bunker comp. It looks like Bambi Brigade is setting up the pirate ship and manages to take down Gold Gradon. Gold Gradon takes down Orisa. Winter Solstice has to back up and try and reset up this bunker comp. They need to dislodge this bunker, or they are going to get rolled just as hard as they just rolled. Mortality field goes down, but Silver Star gets the Bastion and Aspect gets the Mercy. Aspect picking off the Orisa, and this should be the end of the push for Bambi Brigade. So it is now to find out if they decide to try and manipulate these high grounds to try and set the pirate ship back up, or if they swap off of it now that Winter Solstice essentially has their own pirate ship set up. It appears that Bambi Brigade is staying on the pirate ship comp, so they're going to not have the pushing power that they need. So it'll come down to mechanical ability and team play. Because right now, Winter Solstice does have the comp advantage. And the Dragon coming through, but the Immortality Field saving everybody. Bastion coming out. Getting up the high ground. Dueling Bastionals, both coming up the high ground. The Hanzo on the side of Bambi Brigade goes down, but so does Silver Star while the Hanzo gets res. So Bambi Brigade does have the numbers advantage right now, being up by 1 with Aspect being res. The Orisa going sky high from something. I don't know what happened there. But Vespavoc manages to pop off and pick 3. Bambi Brigade gets their pirate ship set back up.
Got you good as new.
Game on.
Raccoon is swapping over to the Hanzo himself. Aspect getting healed up.
Team up for special attack.
And the supercharger coming in to try and win that shield war despite not having a bastion. Red Out getting super low. He needs to be careful. Swimming through like a dolphin as he does. The immortality field comes out to try and save everybody from the dragon and successfully does. However, Raccoon and Timos are getting picked off despite the immortality field. Vespavok wreaking havoc on this Widowmaker right now. It'll be interesting to see how long Winter Solstice stays on this Orisa. They need to be able to dislodge this Bastion.
The payload has reached. You are advised to behind my barrier.
So pick coming in on Theory Tropic on the Mercy. So the Hanzo gets super low, but does not quite go down.
Get behind the barrier.
Trying to take point control back over. It looks like Bambi Brigade is giving them the point, courtesy of the Diva Bomb. Can they get set back up? Takes going both ways, both snipers down. And dragons and a bomb. That looks like the end of the hold from Winter Solstice.
I must redeem myself.
So coming up on 4 minutes left to finish about half of a point.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Heroes never die.
And with picks coming through, this is not looking good for the side of Winter Solstice. Dragon coming out onto the point. Gets lots of damage, gets the Orisa. However, he goes down himself, and that will do it. Bambi Brigade takes the map 2-0.
Play of the game.
So that will be the end of today. It is a best of 3, so Bambi Brigade does win it. And we will see you next time. We have Winter Solstice back in action with the Onomatopoeia Community Cup, and that will be Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will see you then. Thanks for tuning in.